Chewbleema. I have an awesome surprise for you guys. Today, we went on an adventure. My partner Morph has had a version 1 Nintendo Switch since release. We've had a couple problems with it. The Joy-Cons drift uncontrollably. One time we were playing, what was it? Enter the Dungeon or whatever. Gungeon, Enter the Gungeon. And the game actually just like straight up crashed. And so I figured, you know what? Why not? It's worth it. EB Games said that if we would trade in the version 1, we could buy the new Nintendo Switch OLED? Is that what people are calling it? OLED? OLED? Anyways, so we traded in, we got it for $273 Canadian, including some screen cases. So, today, I am going to unbox this for you, much like we did for the Animal Crossing version. Have no fear, I didn't have the heart to get rid of that, so I still have it. My baby. I probably won't end up getting rid of this unless they come out with an actual Nintendo Switch Pro model. But again, who knows when that's gonna be? Who knows? I don't. You don't. Anyways, I'm gonna throw that to the side for now. And we're gonna get straight to opening this bad boy. Okay. Welcome to my messy desktop. I'm sorry it looks like this. I got some batteries over there. Anyways, let's go first looks at the Nintendo Switch OLED. Oh god, I didn't bring a thing to open this. Alright. Here we go. I'm just gonna... So, as we know about this device, it's not the Nintendo Switch Pro that we were looking for. It's not even a Pro in any which way. It's basically just a updated screen version of the original Nintendo Switch. With a fancy box, actually. The box is much nicer than, you know, the other one. It looks like they really utilized the space in this box. They didn't have any of the white ones left, so he got the black and neon. Very classic. Kind of nice. Actually, EB Games, it's like $54 for the year, and you can basically trade in your Joy-Cons if they start to drift, which is super cool. Super fancy, nothing, oh, love the feel of a brand new Joy-Con. It just feels so good. They smell kind of good. No, they don't smell like anything, I lied. Okay. I'm gonna take this bad boy out of the box. And I'm gonna throw that over here. Keep digging on in. You know, the basics. We have our HDMI cord. Cool. We have our power supply, looks much like the other power supply, nothing new. Cool. We have this bad boy. Oh, shiny. Wow, if you're looking at yours right now at home and going, wow, mine's all scratched up and covered in gamer germs. Guess you should get a new one. Not that anyone really uses this if you have a Pro controller. I'm a savage and I always just kind of play like with my Joy-Cons apart like this. Bergerson gives me a lot of grief for it. And we're gonna pull out the Dockerino. Okay, so the coolest thing to note about the dock is, dang, look at how slick it looks. It's like, it's not like super square anymore, super shiny on the inside. Oh yeah, oh, uh-oh. Put that thing back where it came from. Is that it? Like, does that thing actually just, it just pops all the way off like that, huh? Okay, cool, whatever. So you pop that off. The coolest thing about this, especially if you're into a lot of online gaming, is that they've given you the wired connection for you to put in for, like, if you're playing Super Smash Bros. Or, you know, just tired of having lag when you're playing online with friends, which is really nice. I know that they sold an adapter, I think, that you actually connect to the USB port here, but it's just so handy to have that built in already, and not having to pay that extra expense. I'll pop that guy back on. Yeah, so that's that. I'm getting my little sweaty fingerprints all over it. We're gonna toss this box to the side. I feel kind of bad because this is Morph's, but I asked if I could open it, and he said, yeah, go ahead. So now, we're gonna take a look at the actual console itself. It's funny, actually, when I popped the back off of that dock, I was like, oh no! What happened to the kickstand? Oh, look, you can see me. Hello, me. How are you? Okay, sorry. You know, it feels pretty similar, but already you can see that there's a big difference in that screen. So I'll bust out mine, and look at that. Looks like so far we're missing this big black rim that has brought us a lot of complaints. We have spoken about it many times on the podcast that we would like to see a version of the Switch without that. So here we are, it's gone. Oh, the power button's different. Not in like a huge way. The power button was circular on the old one, now it's kind of not, it's like more oval, shaped kind of like a Tic Tac. The other cool thing is that they finally upgraded the kickstand, which we all know. So you're like hanging out with your friends, you're playing some video games, so you're like, ah, heck yeah, we're at the bar waiting for our drinks or whatever, let's play a game. Bust that out, you set it down, and it's just cool. It's subpar. Most people break this kickstand off and then don't know what to do about it. But when you have the new console, uh-oh, I've already forgotten how to take it out. Da-da! It's very cool. I think this is very interesting. I just love to see the way that they make updates and find out what is kind of wrong with their console for them to fix. So here we go. A much better kickstand. Oh my gosh. And you can kind of change with the kickstand how high or how low it stands. So I honestly think this is great. I think it is beautiful. It's asking me to put the Joy-Con on, so I'm going to do that at this point. Oh, that's satisfying. Click. Ooh. I'm gonna turn that down. You guys know what it sounds like to start up your Nintendo Switch for the first time. Yeah, so far, like, I'm not playing a game or anything, but I'm already impressed just by the way that this screen looks. It feels so different compared to my screen, which I just really put on my Animal Crossing Joy-Con so I feel less bad about how dirty my screen is. There isn't really, there's no size difference between the consoles either. They look like they're about this, oh, it's a little bit bigger. Just like a smit. Put them butt to butt. Yeah, it's like barely. Like there's barely a difference. So that is the OLED out of the box. Brand new. I know a lot of people probably aren't thinking about actually grabbing one of these just because we're all kind of holding out on a different Switch model at some point. But I figured that this would be fun to kind of share with you guys because I wasn't planning on getting one. Honestly, like, hey, why are you out of focus? What's your problem? So I guess if you guys want, we bought 2 screen protectors. We picked them up while we were at EB Games because I was looking and it just wasn't really worth it to buy it elsewhere. And they actually had this, which is nice. And Morph was already happy with the case that he had, so we didn't buy a new one. His biggest concern, which is no problem I'm sure that you guys all know this. If you don't, if you're buying a new Nintendo Switch console, you want to make sure that anything that doesn't save to the cloud, so I think Splatoon, Animal Crossing, and Pokemon are the big ones, you actually have to do a data transfer from one console to another, so I moved his Pokemon over to my Nintendo Switch Lite, and so that way he's put like 700 hours into his Pokemon Shield, and he didn't want to lose that. So we transferred that over, that's no problem. Once we get this all set up, we're gonna go ahead and, do our dang thing, get his Pokemon all good to go again. I don't know where I was going with that. I got distracted immediately. Warranty, throw that to the side. Wipes. I think you're supposed to read the instructions on these, and I never do. Give it a clean. Do you guys want to watch me mess this up on my first attempt? I'm normally pretty decent at putting screen protectors on, and people always ask me to do it for them. Oh, it's beautiful! Also, actually, you probably noticed they improved the speakers as well. So basically, this is just our improved Nintendo Switch for handheld if you're more of a handheld player than you are for playing docked on the TV, but a huge upgrade from, like, playing your Nintendo Switch Lite. Like, I have a Lite, it's all good and fine, but I'll tell you honestly, I don't play it. Alright. Even though it's already air dried, I'm going to dry it. Don't want any gunk underneath that. No siree. Nothing like the smell of a new console out of the box either. I could just smell that forever. Okay, I'm getting weird. The other cool thing, so they didn't have it in white, unfortunately. They only had the neon. I personally would have gotten the white if it were me, but again, this wasn't my console. I didn't pay for it. And I'm not the one that traded in my console. Oh, let's give this a clean while we're over here. Yeah. I feel like I have a dust removal sticker somewhere. Oh, I found it. Should be a hand model. Look how beautiful my hands are. I'm actually surprised by how well this console model actually sold. This was the only one left. Step 1. Peel off this mask before application. I think I'm doing this wrong, guys. I think. Give it a good rub. You gotta press all the little bubbles out so that way they don't get in the way of your gameplay. Wow, that was very ambitious of me, like the way that I put that on. People in the comments below, if you're watching this and going, wow, Chubes, you really suck at that. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the high praise. I think I really goofed this, guys. That's totally a bubble. You guys want to watch me break the OLED in half as I'm trying to smooth the bubble out? Okay, good enough. We can set up the internet later. I just want to get to the actual beep. Yeah, okay, that's our time zone. No, that's definitely not the day. So today is October 9th. Sorry, this is some really action-packed Switch setup for you. Da 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 da. Wants me to actually do it. Yes. Uh-huh. Oh, a user will be added to the console. I don't want to do a new user, so I'm gonna put these back on. Because I don't want you guys to see the password that I'm about to put in, I'm just gonna... Oh, dang it, I'm not connected to the internet. Okay, one second. Okay. Our lovely connecting music. Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. I don't even know what password I just put. I don't know if I put in the right I totally didn't put in the right password. Okay, I put in the right password this time. Oh my gosh. Oh, 6 minutes? 5, oh, okay, this could be worse. Anyways, you guys know how to set up a Nintendo Switch. I don't think you guys really need to watch this part of it. This is very anticlimactic. But anyways, I just wanted to open this, show you guys what it looks like, and really the big difference between the two. And that's mostly just how much you're actually seeing on— oh, look at that, I was playing Pokemon Unite last. Awkward. Just like the sheer difference between the screens, I think is very telling. Again, this isn't something that I would personally buy. I think it's great, but I am super in love with my Animal Crossing Nintendo Switch still, and I will be until there is a suitable replacement for it. I gotta say, actually, one of my favorite parts is I realized the OLED, it doesn't have, on the original, like, Switch, it has, like, these little nooks there, and it made it really hard to put on the screen protector. So I was just noticing that now, actually, when I picked it up, like this was a pain to put my screen protector around. Absolutely. Anyways, small differences. Nothing too noticeable. I don't know if maybe my Switch is also old or not, and maybe it's because this is a new one and I'm just feeling it differently, but I feel like the click of taking your Joy-Con off and putting it back on, it just feels a lot more noticeable than this one. Yeah, I don't know. They just have a very different feel to them. But that's probably just because this is a brand new console. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Taking a look at the OLED on its, what is it, second day that it's actually been out. Holy mackerel. Anyways, thank you guys so much. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Also, just gonna plug here as well, I have recently started uploading to my own YouTube channel. It is Chewbleema on YouTube. Nothing fancy. I am not making any original videos. I'm really just posting VODs right now. So if you haven't been watching my Twitch streams, but you're interested in the games I'm playing, then I have started uploading there for your entertainment. Anyways, I hope you all have an awesome rest of your day, and we should catch you on the next podcast, hopefully on Thursdays. Alright, peace out.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I just wanted to take a quick second to say thank you to the lovely people who supported me on Patreon, as well as my channel members, particularly those who supported at the cheese level or higher, which includes Tetra, Brenda, Justin, Callie, Finley, Greymage, Hylian Historian, Gale, and Ethan3G. Thank you so much for the support, you guys, and I will catch you all next time. Bye-bye.
I'll live a little. Oh, that's my feet. Uh-oh. I was told specifically not to include feet.